If you do drugs and you do a crime, are you going to tell the judge, like, no, man, I was fucked up?
I also think that when people cheat, like when they're drunk, like I feel like a little piece of them have been wanting to for a while.
Oh, 100%.
And then when they get drunk, it pushes. Yes, it does. There's issues in the relationship.
I'll give her both.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, y'all said, y'all were saying y'all.
No.
All right, we're back. We are back. Thank you so much for anybody who's been tuning in, anybody who's been sharing, subscribing, and supporting the podcast in general. We all thank you for that. Thank you so much. Definitely check out the YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Help us with the algorithm, man. Let us climb up that ladder, man, because that's where we headed. All right. Also, we are Audible now. Anywhere you listen to your podcast, it'll be Spotify Podcast One, Apple Podcasts, anything like that. Just look us up at the Click Sessions. Right now, we have Jessie in the building, and she has brought her friend Mel. Tell me, one at a time. Tell me your age and your relationship status, and a little bit about yourself. Because guys always like, why don't you ask the girls a little bit about themselves? Okay, guys, I got you. I'll ask them a little bit about themselves.
I'm 36.
Okay.
Single.
Okay.
And I don't know. That's like such a. Where do I start? Like what?
You're a single mom.
Oh yeah, I'm a single mom. I have a little girl, and I don't really.
Like, what's your go-to line that you want fellas to know about you?
Yeah, you go. What do you want guys to know about you when they approach you?
I don't. God, that's such a hard one. I don't know. I like when. I feel like a lot of guys, and I talked about this last week, don't approach me because they say I look like a bitch. And I'm really not a bitch.
You got RBF?
I do have RBF.
Approachable face?
It's a struggle. I have RBF syndrome. It's really bad. But I'm really not, I'm not a bitch. But just be confident, not too cocky, and yeah.
Okay. What about you, Mel?
I'm 31, and I'm a single mom. I don't really know.
I know, it's such a hard thing.
That is a really
What is your
where do you
relationship
start?
status?
Single as fuck.
Okay, how long have you been single? And how long have you been single, Jessie?
4 months, I think.
Okay, how long have you been single, Mel?
Since February, so that's like how long?
It's almost a year.
A long fucking
Oh my
time.
god.
I'll probably be
It's
there.
fun being single, I forgot.
It is.
Okay, how was y'all's weekend so far? Start with you, Jess. Anything happened? It's your birthday. I know it's your birthday. All right. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
How was your birthday weekend, man? Did you get your freak on with anybody? Did you meet another pirate?
I was about to say, what was it, a pirate nest?
He's out of town. No.
Oh, the pirate didn't make an appearance.
No, I hung out with a friend
Okay, that's
that
what I'm
owns
calling it
a
now.
construction company.
Okay.
Dudes everywhere like, she belongs to the streets.
Oh God, that sounds really
Pilots,
I'm
pirates,
single,
construction workers.
I'm having fun. Yeah, it was a good time though. I had a really good birthday. It was really, really fun.
I'm very proud of you because I seen your snap and I was just like, and I knew you was mad at us. We'll get into that situation in a minute. I won't elaborate too much, but I will speak my piece.
I'm not mad anymore.
But I was very surprised that you showed up because I see you like taking like Jello shooter shots out of a syringe. And I said, God, dude, that's gotta be like 5 different kinds of shots she just took.
Yeah, it was fun. And those fucking Jello shooters, dude, they get me fucked up. And I had like 5 of them. And I'm still good.
I seen it.
I'm good.
What about you, Mel? Anything crazy happened to you over the weekend?
I mean, I was with y'all over the weekend, so what do you mean?
She went to some drama.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, we'll get into that. I don't want to get into the specifics.
Get into that.
No, I won't get into the specifics, and I will not name the individual because he's a fucking loser. But I will.
Jeez,
I will say this.
Tell us how you really feel.
Hold on, Jack. How was your weekend?
Yeah, man.
Jack,
My weekend was kind of crazy. Apparently, some dude has a hard on for me and my boy Devin, who was on the last episode. And
I love Devin.
He started bringing drama to my door. Like, Devin wasn't there at the time, but like I kind of just lay back in the cut, and he kind of brought it to me. I didn't really want to give him the time or the energy.
Proud of you.
Yeah, I didn't want to give him the time or the energy. I wasn't really on that. But I'll say this, okay? Guys, if you are hating on somebody who's successful and you're not doing anything with your life, your opinion doesn't fucking matter. Okay? Level the fuck up if you want to get in the game. If you're not in the game, shut the fuck up. That's what I'll say about that situation. How about you, Jump? How was your weekend?
Man, the holidays coming, so
He's like, it's been great.
just photo shoot.
I was great. I didn't do anything.
I was in the studio all weekend. I ain't doing anything.
There you go.
Working.
In the studio.
Jump's been busy, man. Jump's been grinding.
It's the busiest time of the year for me, though. Holiday time.
Okay, cool. And okay, so before we get started, I just want to say thank y'all all for putting questions, DMing me with questions, everything you wanted me to ask the females on the podcast. I will try to get through them the best of my ability. If I do not get through all of them today, I will definitely get through all of them on the next episode. Thank y'all all so much for participating, though. So me and you had a conversation earlier today, right? And you was telling me that somebody made a comment to you about when you say something when you're drunk, that's your true feelings, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. I have a rebuttal.
Not
to that.
always.
I have a rebuttal to that, and I'll tell you why. If what you do when you're drunk is your true fucking feelings, then why does people have coyote ugly one night stands and regret them the next fucking morning?
That's a good question.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you wake up, you ended up sleeping with somebody that you regret sleeping with because you were drunk in that state of mind, and it haunts you.
But I think when you're drunk, I think you're just like very vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think that's how you feel. I think you're just vulnerable, and I think that's all that's coming out when you're drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it's really true feelings. I think that's just you wanting attention because you're drunk.
100%. I feel the same way.
Yep.
You would definitely do something
Yeah.
normally out of what you usually don't do.
Because when you're sober, you think too much about it. You're like, wait, I shouldn't do this. But when you're drunk, you're like, yeah, let's go. You just more laid back about it.
Yeah, I mean that just like kind of bothered me because it's like, oh, so and so speaks their true feelings when they're drunk. They can either say it in regards to a positive sense or they can say it in regards to a negative sense. But I don't think anybody speaks their true feelings when they're drunk. I think you hit it on the head. You're just vulnerable, and when you're drunk, you're way more sensitive to your emotions, and that basically is that's not your true self. Like 100, I don't think that's your true self at all because there wouldn't be regrettable one night stands if it was.
I mean, that's like people saying like, you know, when I was drunk, I cheated on someone. That's not an excuse.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of like the same concept.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like, I don't feel like that's an excuse.
And you chose to get
cheat
drunk,
just 'cause you
too,
were
so
drunk. I
you
feel
chose
like
to
you
do
still know
that.
what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you do drugs and you do a crime, are you going to tell the judge, like, no, man, I was fucked up?
I also think that when people cheat, like when they're drunk, like I feel like a little piece of them have been wanting to for a while.
Oh, 100%.
And then when they get drunk, it pushes.
I
No.
do. I
Yes,
believe
it
that.
does. There's issues in the
I'll do something. I'll
relationship.
give her a vote.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
Oh.
y'all said, y'all were saying y'all
No, but I
speak.
think I'm not, okay, maybe they don't want to cheat, but there's issues in the relationship.
100%.
And I feel like, or when guys, I feel like if they're having issues with like sex with their partner or whatever, and they're like, yeah, we'll work on it. But then when they get drunk, they see a hot girl,
100%.
they're going to be like,
That's like
fuck,
that's
let's
like
go.
sober thoughts you've been wanting to do.
Yeah,
when you're drunk.
exactly.
You're making that as
because
an
when
excuse now,
obviously
pretty
you
much.
have these thoughts when you're sober,
Yeah.
but then you're like, wait, that's fucked. I shouldn't do that. But then when you're drunk, that all goes away.
I agree.
I think there's certain situations that would make a guy want to cheat, 100%. If he's feeling like he isn't getting the attention that he wants, if he feels like his girl is not putting in the effort that he thinks she should, I think that's when it's going to sway a guy to cheat. Okay.
100%. But if you're happy and content in your relationship and you go out and you're drinking with your friends, you're not going to look elsewhere. Because even drunk or not, like you're not going to want to do that.
But this is one thing I've always said. A guy can have no emotions and cheat. A guy can fuck a girl with no emotions. 100%.
Because
And
I
be
feel
happy,
like
though?
I
Can
don't
he be
think
like
a
100?
woman. I don't think a woman, like a good woman, would never. Look, this is how I put it. People's gonna be mad at me about this, but this is how I feel. I feel if a woman can freaking have sex with somebody without emotion, there's a problem. She's probably
See,
a
I
slut.
can't do that at all.
More than likely, she's probably a slut. Yeah, like I mean, you don't mean to call anybody out.
Well,
But
that's where me and Jesse are like totally different because like she can do that. Like she can go.
oh,
out.
damn, Mel.
Like, I'm just saying.
God
I'm just saying,
damn.
like you can go out and like have a one night stand and no attachment, no emotion. Like me, like if I have a one night stand, like I'm in my feelings the next day. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you why? Like I want to understand the woman that can't do that.
Like personal. You know what I'm saying? Like
that makes me sound like a whore.
No, you're not a whore.
God,
I love you to death.
No, look, man, you can't sugarcoat it. Listen.
You're
to
not
me.
a whore. We're just different. You know,
Listen,
you know how to cut your feelings
listen,
off.
listen.
I don't. That's that you can
Put
go
a
into
title
something.
to it.
But you can go into something with your feelings like cut off. I can't do that. I go in with my feelings on my sleeve.
I think a lot of the reason why I do that too is because of my like upbringing. Like I never got like affection, nothing like that. So, I'm
like,
really
you
good at
grew up,
turning
like, I mean,
off
get
emotion,
that.
and I just nothing there.
Yeah, some
I
people
don't know how to
can
do
be
that.
like that.
But it
what
doesn't
I'm-
mean I'm a whore and I sleep around a lot.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm just saying.
Listen. Some people can be like that, but what happens
love you,
is,
Nina.
I'm gonna be single forever now.
look.
Me too. I mean,
Listen, some people can be like that, but you also gotta own it. As long as you own it, it's
absolutely.
like okay, it's like
and
this.
she does own it. That's the thing, and I
It's-
love her for it.
It's like this, and I'll ask you, Jump. How do you feel about a gold digger?
Can't stand them.
You can't stand. Why can you not stand a gold digger?
I just don't like going into a situation where like you need me for shit like money and stuff.
So how do you
It's
know someone's a gold digger though? Like, what are red flags that you think?
So in my past,
gold
like
digger.
one red flag I had, a female told me like when she talked to someone, she don't pay for gas or food. And I'm just like,
See, I feel like these days
I
you
mean,
don't.
I don't really consider that gold digger.
These
I
days,
mean,
some girls don't need gold diggers.
I didn't
because-
say like that was like a gold digger business. She
Yeah.
said what's a red flag. It's like that's the begin. Like we were only
So-
talking for a
like
few
they
days.
expect
So,
you to
like,
go like do
yeah.
all this shit.
That's
yeah.
the
So like if a
beginning.
girl was like super high maintenance and then like had like all this like shit like Louis Vuitton and like all that stuff, but you could think she's a gold digger? No.
I don't think the material things make you a gold digger. It's like what you expect
I think it's the attitude.
the way you present
Yeah, no.
yourself.
or how you present yourself.
Okay, how do y'all feel about a gold digger?
I don't think a lot of girls these days are gold diggers because a lot of guys just give girls money all the time.
I mean, you might be right. I mean,
Do you think differently about a female if she's a gold digger?
Yeah.
You do. Do you think differently about a female if she's a gold digger?
Not really, because I feel like not really, because I feel like if that's who you are,
It just shows their character though. I like when girls work
as long
hard
as they're
and
not
like
taking money
hustle
from
like
me, I don't give a fuck.
and you-
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Personally.
All right, this goes back to the whole slut and whore thing with me. All right, so if a woman's a gold digger, right? If that's her preference, that's her attraction. It's like I'm not attracted to like larger females, or do you want me call them thick? Like
Yeah, thick, not larger.
Okay, I'm not attracted to that. Like I'm not attracted to certain things. So I shouldn't feel bad about that. I
No.
should not be. Nobody should be like, "Oh man, like you're an asshole."
You're
'cause
not
you don't
saying
date
like,
diggers."
ooh, they're gross. Like, that's
Yeah, yeah.
everyone has their
If
preference.
that's your preference,
Yeah.
that's your preference. But as long as you own it, I'm cool with it. Don't be an undercover gold digger, or don't be an undercover slut, or
Yeah.
don't be an undercover whore and act like you're not.
But
because
normally you can like tell that like right off
Just-
the bat.
yeah,
You
as
know
long
what
as
I'm
you
saying?
own
Like,
it.
you can tell that.
the attitude is as long as you own it, and I'm telling you right now, guys will respect you a lot more if you own what you do than if you try to conceal what you do. 100%.
Yeah.
What do you think, Joe?
I agree. Like one of the biggest red flags for me is like whenever I've talked to someone, I don't like talking about money. Like,
Yeah.
I don't either. Like if
I
they
don't-
start bringing up money like right off the bat,
Or they're
like,
boasting about it. They're like, oh yeah, I
Yeah,
make this
because
money.
I've never bragged. Like you know what I'm saying? I feel like getting your own house, getting your own car, I feel like that's things you're supposed to do. I think people brag and boast about that. And it's just weird to me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like to have that type of conversation. I like genuine,
like
funny
like
conversation.
it makes them sound like they're up here and you're like down there. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Let me ask y'all this. Would you rather have a man that's broke and hot or ugly and rich?
broken hot.
Are you serious? You would
I
want
got
a
my
man
own
that's
money.
broken hot. Okay.
I got my own money,
See,
so I
that's
don't really
a
give a
tough one
fuck.
because I'm not
Be
attracted.
truthful.
Be
Yes.
honest.
Be
She'd
honest.
rather
Like-
have rich and ugly.
No.
You want a rich and ugly man?
100%.
I think most females want rich
I think the
and ugly.
majority of females would say
Majority.
they want a rich and ugly man.
I've dated both, so I don't know. That's hard because I'm attracted to also guys that work hard. Like
So what's considered broke?
Broke is
not working, unemployed. or like a shit job.
Or
No,
just
let's
working
say-
at McDonald's.
Or
Yeah,
just
that
like
considered-
let's just say no drive, no drive, no ambition.
That's not
Oh,
cute.
that's
That's
different.
gross
Yeah,
to
that's
me.
Okay,
different.
all right.
I would-
I would
let's
never-
say broke.
Melody
let's
likes
say
the
broke
fixer-uppers.
Let's say broke
I
is
do.
30K.
She likes
I like-
the fixer-uppers.
I like
That's
the
why
Fixer-Upper.
she likes these
Hey,
like
would,
the
boys.
Fixer-Upper.
would y'all agree that living paycheck to paycheck is kind of broke?
So let's say like on the low income end.
You
It's
would.
I mean,
Let's say what
let's
30K.
say let's say on the low
30K. 30.
income
A
end.
dude with 30K.
Look, this is the way I see it. If they can
It
pay, if
depends.
they can pay their own bills and they carry their own, like I don't really give a fuck. But if they don't have the extra money to like spoil me or like really,
So
take
most
me out,
women
like, I
would
don't really
consider that
care.
broke. That's why I asked. Most
Yeah,
women
well,
would
that,
consider
okay,
that
let's
broke.
elaborate. So let's say a guy who can definitely take care of his own bills, but he has no money for anything else.
Yeah.
And he doesn't go out of his way to better himself.
no.
Well, as long
Not
as he's
cute.
bettering himself, you know what I'm saying. But like, if he,
Oh,
I guess
yeah,
it just
bettering
depends.
himself,
Like,
yeah.
if he doesn't have any money because like certain situations, like he's paying child support or something like that, like that's different. You know what I'm saying? But like, if he doesn't have any money because like he just goes out all the time or something like that, then yeah, that's kind of like a turn off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It depends on like why you don't have money and why you're living paycheck to paycheck.
So it
Does that
basically
make
depends on the situation.
Pretty
and with
much.
you, Jess, you're like, I know, I want a Liam Rich man, right?
Pretty much.
I mean, Jess,
hey.
if it's you, that's what I'm saying. If that's how you feel, own it, because you
I'm
get more
attracted
respect by
to
owning it.
hard
than-
work, and I just find that very attractive.
Hey, because this is the thing. If you own it, guys can't say shit.
I'm not like I've dated guys that some of my friends are like, "What are you thinking?" But he works like those type of guys work really hard, make good money, and like are just really good guys. Like I find that attractive.
Okay.
I would see some being with someone like that long term.
Okay.
Like that's like a relationship type.
Basically, somebody you can build something
Yeah.
with, but somebody
Looks
who
aren't
has no
everything.
goals, no ambition, and just lives.
They're not everything,
Yeah. Okay.
but they.
yeah.
It's
So
a
Jack,
nice.
can you date someone ugly?
No, he cannot.
No,
really.
really?
Absolutely not.
So
Jack
see,
would
that's what I'm saying. For
never.
men,
This
for
is my
men, it's not
attraction.
about
I have
money.
been long dead before that happens.
I have been labeled shallow, and you know what? Fuck that, man. Like I can't help what I'm attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
some people are attracted to big girls. Some people are attracted to
Thick
freaking
girls.
chicks with body hair and shit. I don't fucking know. Like that ain't me. Like I can only go off of my attraction. I'll be nice to everybody. I don't denounce anybody for what they do. So don't denounce me for what I do, because I'll own that shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as you, like I said before, as long as you own it, I don't think anybody should say anything about it. at
So
all.
you think women will choose a ugly rich man before a man would choose an ugly rich woman?
Yes. Yes.
I've seen really
Yes,
good-looking guys
100%.
with not the most attractive
Well, I
women.
mean,
though.
there's.
I don't see it often as I see women
Yeah.
do it.
Really?
100%. You're not gonna see an attractive 20-something freaking ripped up dude with a fucking 67-year-old woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because she's got money.
It's
Like,
not common. I'm not saying
don't
they
know.
don't happen.
There are some
But it-
I feel like
different
I see
people
a lot
out
of
there.
guys who go after like older women. You know, like
Cougars.
younger guys. Yeah,
But,
like
I mean,
younger
that
guys.
might be their preference,
the
but we're
age, but
talking
not
about
ugly, though.
statistically, overall, I'm pretty sure that women are going to go for opportunity before a guy would go for opportunity. Because, like I always say, a woman is pretty much born with her value. A man has to earn his value through what he accomplishes in life.
I like that, Jack.
How do you guys feel about like women and how much they make? Because you guys have
It
preferences.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't
Well,
matter.
Because-
Jack,
and I think
that's
that-
because Jack makes good money.
Is it
too.
because
I don't
men
give
are
a fuck.
providers and it's
Yes.
not as important?
what
Even
people
still,
don't
then I
understand.
don't care if she make more than me or less.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's more things that we are attracted to than money compared to women and stuff like
But if
that.
she doesn't have like goals, like she's working, she's doing
No,
okay.
she has goals, she has ambitions. Yes,
Yeah.
we are
Wonder if she
attracted.
lives paycheck
Yeah, we
to
are
paycheck.
attracted
what if
to
she?
that.
What if she lives
But
paycheck
if
to
she's
paycheck?
sitting here like, I'm a boss bitch, I make like 150, 200K, cool. Go
Yeah.
find a motherfucking simp. You know what I'm saying? Because all I'm telling you is when you put yourself in that bracket, you're definitely taking yourself down. It's kind of fucked up. Because when a guy puts himself in that bracket, he gets to the upper echelon
But
of
I
the
also
chicks.
think it's a red flag when you start like bragging about shit like that right off the bat. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I said.
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
Like I make okay money, but I'm not like out here bragging about it. When I first talk to a guy, I don't bring that up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't
But
bring that
listen,
up.
when a woman puts herself in that bracket, she loses opportunities. Because think about it like this: a guy that's already has money, he don't give a fuck about money. He's
Okay,
not like,
well,
oh,
let me
we
ask you
need
this.
more money.
Well,
you
let
know
me
what I'm
ask
saying?
you this. So have you ever noticed, like when you first start talking to a guy, like literally, like within 5 minutes of the conversation, the first thing they always ask is, well, what do you do for work? If money doesn't matter, then why they ask that question?
Because you want to know if you have ambition.
Because
don't
they're
know if they have
interested in
ambition.
I don't
your
even
life.
think. I don't
So
think it's
wonder-
even if you have ambition. I feel like that's just a
It's just
conversation.
knowing about your
spark.
life, like knowing
That's
what
just
you do.
If you're responsible, basically, if you're responsible,
Yeah.
are you good at taking direction,
So,
stuff
so,
like
so
that?
you don't think they're asking because they're trying to see like how much money you make?
No.
No.
That's
some
how I
guys
feel,
will.
though.
If I ask you
know
that
what I'm
question,
saying?
I'm just like, I just want to know what you
Yeah,
do. Like, I
look,
don't care
some
about
guys,
the money.
Some
like,
guys will. There's definitely an exception to rule. There's definitely some gold digging guys out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like statistically,
I agree with you a little bit because
Guys
sometimes
don't
I'm
care.
scared to answer because I'm like, what if this job's not up to his like?
Yeah.
I don't.
me too.
And then
I
I
don't
get,
think y'all
like,
should feel. I don't.
embarrassed.
Well, I don't know who y'all dating, but my preference, like, if I ask you that, I'm just trying to build the conversation up. Like,
Well, like a lot
It's-
of times, like when I talk to guys and I tell them like I have 2 jobs, their first response is, "Oh, well, I'm never gonna see you." Like,
Or-
I hate
Yeah,
that.
or-
Yes.
or
I
I
hate that
work.
because it's like, okay, well, you're not thinking of it as in like, oh, she works her ass off. Oh, they're thinking of it as like, oh, I'm never gonna see this girl. Like,
Or
that's
working full
bullshit.
time and then we have a kid.
you know why?
And then
Yeah,
they're like,
like,
you know
oh, I'm
why?
a single mom and I have 2
They're like,
jobs. Oh, I'm
oh,
never
never
gonna
mind.
see her.
You
Like,
know
that
why?
turns me off.
It's
right
her.
off
Yes,
the bat.
it's so. That's
It
why.
turns me
That's
off.
why I
I'm
think we
like,
should
okay.
date single dads.
It's because
Yeah.
men are not attracted to masculine qualities, and that's a masculine quality. Women,
Well,
like
we don't have to be
throughout time, men have been the protectors, the providers, and women were basically setting at home. I'm not saying this is what should happen now, right? I'm just saying, factually, women were the ones that were staying home, handling the kids, handling
wouldn't
the
have to
stuff
be
while
so-
the guys
saying
was
men
out
are
going
like
out to provide.
So you're saying like men are intimidated by girls like that?
No, men are
No,
not
no.
intimidated.
Women
at
would
all.
not have to be masculine if these dudes out here
No,
weren't such
men
bitches.
are not intimidated at all. What it
that
is
is like the topic of the year.
yeah,
right
men
there.
just don't care. Like, we
What's the
don't
topic
care
of
if
the
you
year?
got money. Like, if we got our own money, we don't care. You know who cares if you got money? Broke dudes. That's who cares if
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
money.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
All right, so tell me this. Would you rather have a guy that's driven and has money and has limited time for you, or would you rather have a guy that's average with no drive and has all the time in the world for you?
The first one.
First one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
Why?
also, I don't have all the time in the world either.
Absolutely.
I can't be with someone all the time.
Yeah.
It would drive me nuts.
So you don't want somebody who's going to see you every day?
No.
It's like, oh, we didn't
No.
see each other every day. We didn't see
I
each other
work
in the
every
house.
day and I have a daughter. Like I can't. I
prefer
can't.
to live separately and stay that way.
I feel like if I ever
So
get
y'all-
married,
y'all
we're gonna
plan-
be neighbors.
y'all
Me
don't-
and my
No,
husband.
y'all don't-
My
y'all
husband's
don't
gonna have a
plan
house
to have
next
a-
to me. We're not
Next
living
door.
together.
So y'all don't plan on
Just
having
come
a
over when I text you.
longevity relationship with those statements.
Say that again.
Y'all don't plan on having like a long-term relationship with those statements.
I think we've just been single for so long. That's our mindset.
I feel
for
like
real.
y'all have.
I think that's
Yeah.
what
But
it
I've
is.
only been single like 4 months, though.
How long would that
Mel's
relationship
like, fuck you,
go?
bitch.
Like a year.
A year. I honestly, a year relationship is not. It's not enough.
Yeah.
It's not long at all.
Well, I feel like when
A
you're
year goes
forced
by
to be
so
a single
fast.
mom and you have to work hard and you're just so used to taking care of yourself, it's hard to even let anyone in anyways.
That's so true.
And I'm so content being alone. I love it.
Me
So
too.
if I ever start dating
And
someone,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not knocking y'all, but from y'all statements, like it's like.
well, the
y'all
way I
don't
see it,
even-
the next relationship I'm in, it's going to be something extra added to my life. It's not something I need. I
Yeah.
will never need a man.
Yeah.
So if I date him, we break up, I'll be fine.
Jess,
That's
you
the-
just literally thought about being with a man who was ugly and rich over a man who's perfect. It's like,
Well, no, I don't. But not because I'm
She
attracted.
prefer, but she's
No,
not. That's not what she's going
because
for.
I'm
next.
attracted to the drive. I'm not attracted to laziness, and I feel like you are what you surround yourself with.
100%. You are what you.
Because it's just.
100%.
I don't want a guy to take off work to come see me. Don't take off work to come see me. Get your ass to work.
Yeah.
The fuck.
What if he running that shit? He could say, I mean, I'm an entrepreneur. So.
Well, you know what I
He like
mean.
calls out of work to hang out with. you.
That is not cute to me. I'm like, ugh, no,
He
go
got PT.
away.
He got
You don't think
PTO
it's
time.
cute when a guy calls out of work to hang out
It
with you?
depends if it's like a birthday or celebrate something, but no, go to work.
Oh, if he doesn't call out of work and it's her birthday, she's leaving.
Oh,
his
yeah,
ass.
100%.
I don't care if you got PTO or
He
not,
can't even
it's over.
surprise you with a nice little breakfast in bed because he'd have called
Yeah,
in
on
to
his
work.
day off, you can.
I mean, I get that. That's unattractive because, like, your job should be, like, your main priority. You know what I'm saying?
Not only do we work, we take care of
Yeah.
our kids.
Everything good? All right, okay, this question comes in from Cody. He says, why does a woman feel entitled to tell a man that he can and can't do, what he can and can't do if he's the breadwinner in the relationship?
I don't think they should be told what to do. But if I feel like the girls should be honest, like this type of stuff bothers me, and I think you should say it in the beginning. A lot of stuff that bothers you, and what I say is, if you feel like you can't change that, that's fine. That's your decision. But then we just can't date.
Yeah, but sometimes like saying that stuff right off the bat like chases people.
Well, maybe
off.
not like
You know what I'm
on a
saying?
first date, but like in the beginning of a relationship.
But I wouldn't like tell people that. I would just kind of like see, I would like
You gotta test your boundaries.
pretty much.
Basically, you're not gonna be like, okay, this is my checklist to date me.
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause,
I'm
like,
not
yeah.
saying
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
Do
And
that
motherfuckers,
about-
that
I'm not
might
saying
be,
that.
you're
That's
gonna be
a bit
single for a
much.
while.
Women do that though.
They do
some
that
women
shit.
that do that.
Oh, I'm getting into that, Joe. I'm getting into that
But
shit.
some people
man.
are straightforward, like right off the jump.
I'm very
Yeah.
blunt, and I just
You really are.
say what I feel, and I don't.
So what
care.
do you think is more important for the female to be the breadwinner or the male to be the breadwinner nowadays?
I think it should be equal.
Well,
But it can't always be equal. Someone might make
Well,
more
men
money
make
than
more
others.
money than women, anyways. Pretty much.
No,
No, not
Women
always.
get more
Not
opportunity
nowadays.
in this
Not
world.
always.
There's more opportunities for women out here
It's
nowadays.
They have
changed.
OnlyFans,
Yes.
but I think
No.
like
No.
how?
Because the way the society is set up, the way like freaking companies get sued for not equal rights, all this
Yeah.
shit, like y'all definitely have more
Women
opportunities.
have
I
way
feel
more
like y'all do
opportunities.
because y'all have like driving jobs, y'all have warehouse jobs.
You get
like,
There's
I know
women that drive
females that have a
trucks.
driving
Yeah.
job.
I mean,
Dispatchers, nurses,
I guess so. I just feel like men always
entrepreneurs,
make more
running
money.
businesses,
I don't know.
like
construct. But men always normally do those jobs. Like, I mean, there are women who do like construction jobs and warehouse
could never.
jobs, but mainly
but
men
even
do.
still, then like what kind of job? Like not knocking anyone that do construction or anything, but like those are real hard labor jobs.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm
men,
saying.
like
So
a lot of people don't
hard
want to
labor
do
jobs
that
make
anymore.
more, so men make more because of that. That's
I would have
what I'm
lost a
saying.
day doing that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Most women are not going to do those hardworking jobs. So, but at the end of the day, women would have the opportunity to do those hardworking jobs.
Because a lot of
They
the
just don't wanna do
office
it.
jobs are for
You know?
women nowadays. A lot of office jobs, a lot of indoor
Sometimes
jobs.
I find it is hard though for women to go up sometimes in certain companies and stuff, and the men aren't going to come out and be like, "Oh no, we can't because you're a woman." They'll be like, "Oh well, you're not really qualified," but he is. Because I think a
that's
lot
what
of guys
I'm saying.
think
Men
women
have
are too
more-
emotional and they can't handle a lot
But then
in the
you could
business.
call
world.
up a
Men have
lawyer and be
options.
like, hey, they're discriminating me.
It's not always that easy though.
It is that easy. It really is that easy. If you look at statistics, it's that easy. That's why y'all are given more opportunities than us. Let me ask you this. Would you be a plumber for $80,000 a year? Or
Fuck
would you
no.
work a desk job for $40,000 a year?
Desk.
That's my point exactly.
I
What would you do,
Could
Joe?
you see us being a
What would you
plumber?
do? You'd be a plumber, wouldn't you, Joe?
Oh, that's
Fuck no.
disgusting.
I
Oh,
would be a
God.
plumber.
I'd be a plumber for double the money.
Fuck that.
Shit,
80,
man.
No.
Fuck
I
out
would
of
just be
here.
a stripper about that, at that point.
I mean,
See, but
fuck.
even still, then like y'all have those opportunities to like
So
start
do
an
y'all? Did that
OnlyFans
shit
or
with
be a
them?
stripper or do it. Like how many men go out and actually become strippers over women?
I mean,
It's very
True.
rare.
Magic Mike.
Very true.
Magic
I mean, like Vegas. I mean, do we have any male strip clubs around here?
Yeah.
I ask you that. How
No.
many female strip clubs do we have around?
Do we have
here?
like one?
Actually, we got like 3 within this
Really?
radius.
We
Yes,
have one.
that we can go to
I
in
thought it was
like
just
about an
one.
hour and a half.
Oh, so it's not in Roanoke. You have
Yeah,
to drive
not all
some
the way.
ways.
I was like, there's one in Runner.
Do you know that the one here is the only one
But
I've
even-
ever been to?
But even still, there's one strip club here for females. There's 0 for men. in
I don't
this
think I want to
radius.
go watch a man strip. I'm good.
What
on that.
exactly?
I did, and it was
What
amazing.
exactly?
It was
Oh man, look,
amazing.
I love how the dynamic between y'all is so
Yeah,
different,
so
man. That's
We're
badass.
we're
we
best
picked it
friends,
perfect.
but we're actually like we're
I know.
alike, but we're not.
Y'all are like
Crazy.
yin and fucking yang.
I mean,
She's the
for
yin to
real.
my yang.
Look, man,
Really
Brooke,
sneaky
Brooke
J-Rock.
wants to know who is a
I
better
hate
cheater,
being called
guys
sneaky.
or girls? What do you think, Jump? Better cheater, guys or girls?
Women.
100%.
Girls, because you know why? We're smart and we think shit through.
I'm not
We
gonna-
plan
I'm not
it.
gonna argue
We
with
cover
that.
our tracks. Men are messy.
Like,
And no offense,
exactly.
but
Like,
y'all
I
are not
cheated and
I
smart.
got
also
caught,
say
you
I
know?
also say y'all are better in the sense that when you cheat with a man, like you can be honest with him and he'll be okay with it.
Yeah.
When men cheat with women, their emotions are in it. So if you fuck her over, she blowing your whole setup.
In my first relationship, I cheated. I was like 22 maybe.
And he probably knew about your situation.
But you know what? He ended up staying with me because I was like, well, you know, it hasn't been working out with us and blah, blah, blah. And then he felt bad. He's like, all right, well, he felt like he was somewhat to blame. Because I
And
said
most men feel that way.
emotional.
That's not- see,
It was
Because
emotional.
when y'all cheat, it's 9 times out of 10 we did something you didn't
Yeah.
like. We wasn't doing
Hold
enough around
up,
the
bro.
house.
Joe, man.
Yeah.
Hold up. I'm going to call you out
anytime-
for a second.
anytime-
Hold up. Look, listen.
Tell me I'm wrong though.
Listen, I mean, I think the majority of the time, there's always exceptions to the rule, but if you can't just sit here and be like, hey, man, the only reason why women cheat is because guys don't do something.
I
they
didn't.
like.
I didn't say
Not
we.
the
I
only.
said the reason they do cheat is because they feel like we didn't do something right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
but
That is true.
Because
Yeah.
we're
Not
never
saying- not
reacting.
saying you
Anytime
did-
I've ever cheated, it's always been because like
It's an
she
emotional
felt.
thing.
She
weren't
felt
giving
like
me
you wasn't.
everything that I
Yeah.
needed, you know?
And it's not like
Instead of coming to you and talking
It's
to you
not-
about it,
I get
or
that.
saying like, "I'm not happy. You're not doing it." Da, 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 da. They find
No,
comfort in someone
I don't.
else.
I don't agree with that. No, I don't agree with that because
Don't say
no,
that.
when I cheated on him, we had
Well, Jess, you're a
several.
lot different than
We,
most women.
we had several
She's very
conversations
different than most women.
over and over and over about what we needed to work on, and I was putting the work in. He wasn't. So then one night
I'm
I
not,
just
I'm not
was like,
knocking you. I believe you. I mean, some women do have these conversations, and if he still doesn't do those things she talked about,
and like in my head,
she dipping.
but in my mind, I was already like broken up with them at that point. I was just like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Well, see, this is the thing. Like, do you ever feel like when you get with somebody, like you wait for them to like check off all the boxes, right? And then you kind of start getting comfortable with them and you stay, and then like eventually they don't check off all those boxes, and then you just feel kind of trapped. You know what I'm saying? And then you eventually cheat on them.
because
Or
Because you kind of settle.
You kind
I
of like
feel
start selling.
I
You
feel
start
like
falling
everybody-
for him.
Well, I feel like everybody settles, and that's why when people
What?
cheat.
I don't think
100%. I think most cheating. That's what I was going to argue with you about, Joe. I think most cheating is caused because people settle and then they get in a situation that they
Where
don't
they're
think
stuck.
they can get
That's
out
what
of.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it becomes an
that's the
unhappy.
only way to get out of
It
it.
becomes an
honestly.
unhappy moment.
Because at first that person doesn't check off everything, but you think if I stay with them long enough, they eventually will. And then by that point, you're like, shit, they're not checking off everything, because you can't teach somebody how to please you.
Yeah.
You want them to know automatically right off the bat. You know what I'm
But
saying?
is that fair? Like, is that really fair though?
What
I
do you
mean, the grown up thing to do would probably be to set the person down and be like, look, man, this isn't fucking working.
Yeah,
out.
but that's what I'm saying. You saying you want to teach them. Like, if you feel like you have to teach someone, then it's already fucked up anyway.
Yeah.
Because if you're not
Well, that's-
accepting them
don't.
for who they are,
Because you start to lose respect for a man if you feel like you got to coach him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like
100%.
if I get with a guy and they say like, well, what do you look for in a man? I don't tell them. You know why? Because you're gonna try to be that. I want you to show me that you can be all those things without me even saying anything.
So then when he becomes who he is and it's not something you like, then what?
And you just end it. It's
Let
not
me
for
ask
you.
this. For a female, do you think when a female cheats, the relationship's pretty much over? If she gets to the point, all right,
Yes.
let me elaborate. Let me elaborate.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I do too.
If a female,
'Cause we cheat when we're.
I feel like a good woman is definitely going to only cheat if she's emotionally attached.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
a slut is going to cheat with whoever the fuck she
No,
wants.
you actually are right because the guy I cheated on him with, we were friends first, and I was venting to him all the time, and I
Yeah.
started to become really
That's how it
comfortable.
happens. Yeah.
I was starting to become really comfortable, and then it happened, and yeah.
So how
Yeah.
many times have you cheated?
How many times?
Wow, dude, that crazy, Jess. Damn. Let's put the clock on.
No, not that much. Like
Not
a
that
few
much.
times.
Not that much.
No, well, no.
I
And
mean,
my,
I've cheated quite a few times, so
You know?
Yeah, I
No way. Oh.
I have.
What
but
was
I
one?
good-
What was one of the reasons you cheated, man? Just told us one of
I
her.
guarantee
I've only
you,
had-
I
look.
guarantee you it's lack of
Okay,
attention.
so
I've cheated on 2 boyfriends. That's it.
I will say there's 2 reasons that I've cheated. One, they cheated on me first. I took them back, and eventually I just got back at them. So if I cheat, you either did it to me first, and I'm just getting my revenge. You know what
That's
I'm
what.
saying?
Yep, that's Melody.
Or I get with somebody and they're not 100% my type, but they're such a good guy. They're so like,
But physically, they're not.
They bring everything to the table.
Physically.
They treat me so good, and then it's like I get stuck, and then after a while, I just kind of like cheat on them. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's really sad.
Yeah.
But they treated me so good, it kind of chased me off. Does that make sense?
That's the,
You know
that's the
why?
confusing shit
Can
with
I
women, bro.
can I elaborate? Okay, let me talk about that. The reason why you got bored is because he's too nice.
That's what
when
I'm
you
saying.
when guys are too nice, they lack masculinity. That's why girls like assholes because assholes
Hey, look into the
have
camera, Jess.
masculinity.
Look into the camera.
Talk to him, Jess.
Just saying,
School 'em
it's
up.
facts.
I say this all the time.
We like assholes because they're masculine. I'm not saying be an asshole, but don't be too nice and too much of it. Like,
Don't
that's
let
why
them
girls
walk
are
all
masculine, because men are out here acting like little girls.
All right, this kind of goes into the question. Brooke was crazy on the chat. All right, she said, have you ever told a man to his face? Oh, actually, I'm sorry, this ain't Brooke. My bad, Brooke. This is anonymous. Have you ever, it kind of makes me think, like, is he talking to you directly?
Oh, Jesus. Me?
Have you ever told a man to his face that he needed to step it up in the bedroom?
Oh, she would. 100%.
I feel like you have.
I don't
Jess.
say you need to step it up, but there are things that I would like to either change or add, but I wouldn't be like, you suck.
So let me ask you something. If they were doing so, actually no, because you have said like you'll fake an orgasm just to get it over with.
Yeah, almost. Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
I have
she
done that.
wouldn't, because she would actually fake an orgasm just to get them to start.
But
She
not
wouldn't
with
know.
guys I'm dating. Like if I'm in a relationship and it's
Then
like,
you would.
but if I'm hooking up with someone and it's just like ugh, awful, and I just want to be done,
You'll fake it.
I'll fake it so he can just get the fuck out of my house and I can go back to bed.
Have a man ever been like, man, that shit ain't all that anyway?
I'd be like, cool, bye, go find another one.
Well, wait, has it actually been an instance with both of y'all where he was just like, that shit ain't all that?
No.
No, I don't think I've had that either.
Never had a complaint.
Oh,
Never had a complaint.
I don't know, y'all.
Stop the cap!
Everybody I've ever slept with has always came back.
Yeah, you
Of
get,
course!
Of course, like they got it.
Hey,
If you
it's
get it
all-
once, you gonna put that in the bag.
Look,
Like I
I
get that
like
again.
to be a
Or
good
try to
citizen.
come back.
I like to be a good citizen. I recycle, so I
I do
keep
too.
them on the
So you're
rotation.
not adding, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to
Yeah,
add to the
I'm not
list,
adding to
so-
my number. I'm just
So
recycling.
even if it's trash, sometimes like you'll be like, fuck it, like that's something I can recycle.
Yeah, and it's because we're comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's somebody that we've already been with, so it's like comfortable.
I
Does that
have
make sense?
I have some guys that I'm very comfortable with.
What
and I'll
about
just
you,
be like,
Jack? Like if it's trash, like would you recycle?
No.
Would you?
No, I
Like,
wouldn't
me
do it if
neither.
it's trash.
I think Jack
Me
would
neither.
if
I'm
he
not
was
coming
drunk.
back.
Oh.
I mean, if
You
I was
definitely
drunk,
wouldn't
yeah,
get it.
but not.
Yes.
I mean, in
Jack-
my,
I'm not
Would
hitting
it-
that up though. Like I'm not.
I'm not hitting it up. In my mind, man, it's just like,
It's my last resort. Like if I have
Yeah.
no, like I'm not. That sounds terrible on this one.
God, that sounds terrible. Well, preach, Jess,
If
let's go.
Look, I mean, I'm single. It's fine. But like, if sometimes, I mean, I have done it if there's no other options.
I mean, my thing is this. I've done got to the point now where I don't want that awkward, because like as soon as you go, you already know you want that motherfucker out of your house. So I would rather just masturbate than have to deal with
Absolutely.
that bullshit.
Absolutely, because I feel like even when somebody comes over, like, I always feel bad asking them to leave afterwards. About
I
them to
don't.
stay.
I do not.
I do
I
not.
do. Like, I
No
feel
I'm
problem
like,
at
so
all.
that was fun.
I feel bad. Like,
Do you
I
need a
don't
water or anything before you leave? All right.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger, I used to feel bad, and I used to have
I
to
don't.
like come
I
up
got
with a
shit to
situation
do.
to get them
That's
out
why
my
I'd
house.
rather just like masturbate and then just not have to.
But
worry.
masturbating is nice, but
And you gotta think like we can get ourselves off better than.
How?
like,
Listen,
Way
let me
much
ask you this:
better.
how often do y'all masturbate a week?
Me and Jesse talk about this all the
Start
time.
with Jess.
Really
How
do.
often do you have masturbate a week, Jess?
Like she'll call me and be like, "I'm asking."
Can we?
Today.
I do that though.
We're best friends,
I did it twice
though.
this weekend. I don't know, like
I did it last night.
I did it before I came here.
Hell yeah. What do
I
y'all-
did it today.
Do y'all just flick?
She said today.
Hey, do y'all just flick the bean, or do you use the
No.
dildo?
I use a vibrator.
You do?
It's vibrator and sometimes dildo or both.
You never? What do you use your imagination? You watch porn?
I watch porn.
You use it. I haven't been able to use my imagination since
No,
I was like
I
a
mean,
teenager.
I do watch porn, but like I like imagining it too. I think it helps.
What is your go-to porn? Is it guy on girl, girl on girl?
Girl and girl.
Lesbian.
Really? It's
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
with females, girl on girl.
Men
Men
moaning is like not. No, I don't want to watch that.
Wow.
And I don't like watching dicks. I like watching
It's
chicks.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
All right, let me ask you this. Is this Brooke? No. Damn, let me get one of Brooke's questions in. Yeah. Damn, I think I already asked it. All right. What is a rule breaker other than cheating that you could never get over? That is by Brooke. I got you, Brooke. Other than cheating, what is something that you could never get over and you're like, I'm fucking done?
Dog.
I got a
See?
good one. I have a good one.
Let's go.
Making up your entire life.
I already know who she's talking about.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What about you, Jess?
Not being upfront about who you really are.
That's definitely important.
Dude,
You
that's
want to
hard.
elaborate?
No.
That's really hard. I don't know. Shit.
Like, I guess, like, not, like, if you lie about, like, your job, if you lie about, like, where you live, what you do for a living, stuff like that, and I find that out, like, that's a huge turn off. Like, be straight up with me from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I will, I'll agree with that. Lying in any form. It could be something so small. If you're lying about that, what else are you lying about? I don't like, I hate dishonesty.
Okay, cool.
Lack of communication.
All right, cool. I'm gonna rapid fire these questions, and then we're going to get into what I tasked y'all with earlier, because we're at the 40-minute mark. If you really loved a guy, would you propose to him?
No.
You wouldn't?
That's our moment, bro.
Yeah, for real.
The
Like,
fuck? See, that's what I'm talking about. The masculinity. We're literally turning into dudes.
Like, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I would feel kind of weird if a chick proposed
That's
to me. I'll be
weird.
real.
I mean, hey,
What about
to
you,
each their own, but
if a chick proposed to you, would you feel weird?
if a girl got down on one knee and was like,
Yeah, I don't want that to happen either. Cause
like, bro, get the fuck up and just wait for your moment.
Yeah.
Hell no.
like you said, as men, we deal with so much. Like, that's just another notch for her to feel like
man's job.
I'm more masculine than you.
Yeah.
You want to be the female.
Job.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like women do a lot of masculine stuff nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, like, a man's gonna do it when he's ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he's
Yeah,
so
you can't force it.
Yeah.
No, Jesse would definitely force a motherfucker.
I tried to force it and it didn't
She'd
work.
be like, next week you're buying me.
Yeah, you're gonna do this.
I already
If
picked
you
my
don't,
ring
you're
out and I was with him for 5 years and he never did.
Just the number. Y'all don't have to get deep into it. What's the longest you would be in a relationship without getting married?
5 years.
6 years.
5.
Okay, dude, they thought
They was ready for that
They thought
one.
that. John, what's the longest you would stay with a girl before you asked her to marry you?
I can go forever.
I can too.
Being
I
married
can definitely go
would
too.
have to be something that like I'm really
I think after
ready
like
for.
a year or so, I feel like that's natural, right?
I will look into the camera. I will look into the camera and truthfully say this, ladies. If you really want to get married after the 5-year mark, give the dude an ultimatum.
I
don't think men put no time.
No,
on
listen.
Because then they don't really want to do it, but they don't want to lose the girl.
Let me finish. Once you give them the ultimatum, look. Once you give them the ultimatum,
That's
they're
why
either
divorce rates are high.
they're either gonna make the decision or they're not.
Well,
if they don't make the decision, it's never gonna happen.
But
period.
this is what I've always
No,
been told.
I don't agree with that.
But this is what I've always been
I
told.
100%
I
agree
feel
with
like I feel like I've always been told a man knows within like the first 3 months if
he
that's
can
gonna
see
be the
himself.
woman that he is gonna marry.
100%.
I
So
agree
that-
with you. That's why I said if I can be in a relationship forever without never getting married,
Yeah.
but not saying you know what I'm saying, that wouldn't happen. But
But
I
if the
can,
girl that you liked was like, look, man, we need to step this up, or we're gonna see other people, you're probably gonna propose to her, correct?
Yeah.
100%.
yeah.
That's the best way to
I'm
move
not
that along.
saying, listen,
You're
I'm not,
Men do most stuff to not lose that girl.
100%.
I'm not
What
saying that the guy wouldn't propose, but it's not because he wants to, it's because he's just afraid to lose her.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah,
But it's not that
that's
he
what I'm
wants to
saying.
get married.
We just said that.
It doesn't matter. No, look, I'm gonna tell you right now.
And that's why it doesn't
the
last.
majority of guys don't want to get married. It's y'all who want to fucking get
Most
married.
men-
I don't want to get married. I think it sounds like a terrible
The
thing.
majority
I've
of
been
women want to
married,
get
like,
married.
been
The
there,
majority
done
of
that.
guys do not.
Most men propose because the sea
pressured.
is hot. The
Yeah,
sea
they're
is hot.
pressured. They're pressured.
So do guys ever want to get married?
I'm sure
They're like,
there's an exception
I can't
to the
wait
rule.
to get married, or there's like whatever.
I'm sure there's an exception to the rule, but
Do y'all ever want to get married?
No, yeah, I would get married at least once. I'll do anything once.
I am
Been
there.
there, done that.
I'll try anything once. All right. This question
He
comes from
said
Cody.
try.
This question
I'll
comes
try
from
it.
Cody. It's a really good one. When is a good time for a man to offer you to go back to his place without being labeled as sleazy? So I'm going to start with you, Mel, and we're going to
Oh God, I guess
finish up with you, Jess.
They're doomed from the
Start with
get go,
her, I don't
Jack.
even know.
Anytime you bring up going home, you're a perv.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't do that. So if he brings it up, like, I will ghost him.
Wait, so if he brings
Hold up, Mel.
Wait,
I
wait.
will.
Hold up, Mel.
You've been
I've been
single
with
for
you on some drunken nights, ladies.
You've been single for a year,
Okay,
man.
I will say this. Okay, in the past year,
Come
like,
on, Mel,
I
don't
That's
be
different.
catfish.
A drunken night is different.
Mel, don't try to sound innocent on the podcast.
Yeah,
Be
I
you,
know, right?
man.
No, I'm
Be
not-
you.
okay. We don't let that happen.
Okay, depending on how hot, like, if he's fine as fuck and like we're drunk and I've had a bad
There's
night,
no exception.
I
Either
probably
you're
would
doing
do
it or
but
you're
if
not.
But it depends on, I don't know. I probably would.
Right, Jack? Either you're doing it or you're not. There's
Either
no
you're doing it or
exception.
you're not, man. If you own it, own
If you
it.
do it with one person, you've done it before.
Yeah, you've
so.
done it before.
I mean, I've done it before, yeah.
All right,
but I
then.
normally
So
don't.
when would you feel comfortable with a guy being like, let's go back to my place?
What's the situation? Because you've done it before, so go ahead and tell us that situation.
Alcohol would probably have to be involved more than
If
likely,
I'm just
right?
wanting, go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, I guess basing off like the situation where I did do that, it was because like he was just really hot and we were just like hanging out on it long and I was just comfortable being around him. You know what I'm saying? But it depends on how drunk I would have to do it drunk. I would never do it sober. I would have to be drunk. Because like I'm just not like
So it goes back to what I said. A hot man can pretty much do whatever he wants with a female that's attracted to him.
As long as he's
An
hot.
average man cannot. It's like I literally said that.
Yeah. I guess
100%. Okay, so what did I task y'all with as far as the dating app? I tasked y'all with looking into the camera and giving the guy some don'ts that he should not do on a dating app that's keeping him from getting that girl that he wants.
Or like red flags, I guess. That for pictures, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, as far a dating app is
This
pretty
is
much
gonna make me sound so like not shallow, shallow.
fucking own it.
I mean, these are like little things, but the one thing that we were talking about too is like and I think I talked about it last week a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't need to see you holding a damn fish in each picture.
But see, I told her that I like that because that shows me that you do things that are fun and like you're outgoing.
That's what the
and
bio
you're
is for.
adventurous.
Hobbies.
You know what
fishing.
I'm saying?
Like, let's not show a picture
It
of
is funny.
Let's not.
She was like,
Let's say.
she's like, I want to know the boat you're
Fuck the
fishing.
fish.
Oh,
Show me
yeah,
that
gee.
boat because I got to know if my girls and I can fit on that boat.
I mean, seriously, but.
All right, do y'all have anything else? I tasked y'all with this shit. Do y'all
So I did think of one. So if you post a selfie and in the background it's messy,
Ew.
that's a red flag.
Ew.
That's definitely a red flag.
Gross.
I don't even have that as a red flag.
Because we all do,
and that
like,
should
okay,
be.
so, like, a hot guy, if he posts a selfie, and you look in the background, and you see, like, cans everywhere, you see clothes everywhere, that turns me off, like, right off. That shows you he lives in, like, a messy lifestyle.
Show your teeth in some photos.
I
Like,
think
this
it's-
is not being like shallow.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to have a perfect smile, but if you don't take care of your
It
teeth,
shows your-
what
it
that
makes you
says
like
to
you're
me is
hiding something.
you're not taking care of yourself, which means you won't take care of me.
Okay, do y'all have anything else before I shoot mine off?
Yeah,
Pause.
Stop the catfishing
So,
shit.
Catfishing. You say
Y'all say we catfish, you
y'all
catfishing.
catfishing, absolutely.
The fuck?
What's catfishing?
When
Like,
guys wear
you
hats
see
because
the
they don't. I
hairline.
mean, and look, it's not- we're not-
Catfishing?
Catfishing,
Yeah.
yes.
Y'all seen Jack before?
Yeah, I've heard
I
this.
seen catfishing.
And that's the first I've ever heard
Look,
of that.
it's not
That's
like-
the thing.
Never
That's
heard of that.
fucking
like
thing.
you have your preferences, so do we. Show us that damn
Catfishing.
head.
If
So
I
wait,
see-
what
no,
is hat-
Have
like-
you ever
When
checked-
guys have a receding hairline, they put a hat on all the
Yes,
time.
have you
Did
ever
y'all
had-
seen Jack before? He said, how
But
you
look, we're not
catfish?
saying it's a bad thing. We just
No,
don't
wait,
hide
Hold
it.
on.
they're not saying I'm hat fishing.
No,
bro.
you're
They
not.
said take your
Yes.
head off, you hat fishing.
They're saying guys
In
hat
every
fish.
photo,
Yeah.
he's wearing a hat.
Just
Every
so
single
I-
So
one.
when they
will
wear
say
hats,
this.
they either bald headed or their hairline was.
They got a Peyton Manning or fucking George
Well,
Costanza.
or no, those are the ones that are always like, hey, you wear too much makeup. Take that off. Take your fucking hat off.
I can't
Let's
wait.
go.
I can't wait to see my bald head friend with his hat on. Boy, stop hat fish.
I will say this.
Yo, that's awesome.
If I see a guy like in his his profile picture and he has a hat on, I will go to his profile and I will search that
Until
fucking
I
shit
see it's
until
what-
until I find a picture with no hat because I'm curious.
Just how y'all like to look us, see us without makeup
Because
and some
I
pictures,
have-
we like to see you without your
I
hat.
have been with a
I
guy,
can
That's-
dig it.
I
Yeah.
could dig it,
I've
really,
been with
you
a
know what I'm
guy.
saying?
Catfish is a real thing.
but I've been with a guy. We were talking for like a month and I never saw him his hat off until we had sex. And then like he took his hat off while we were having sex and it was like all the way back here and I was like I had to look away because I felt like I was like
Yeah.
like it was a turn off. I was like
I know who
"Ew."
she's talking.
And then like when he was going down on me, like I couldn't even touch his head.
You're like,
I
I don't want to.
I couldn't do it. I felt like I was touching like his balls.
All right, man. I like it. Hat fishing. That is funny as fuck. Do y'all have
Use
anything
that.
else?
I mean, I feel like, and I think I talked about it a little bit last week too, but if you have kids, you don't have to post photos. I get it's like a
Just put you
a safety thing.
So you
But-
don't want to see his kids?
No, I'm not. I'm saying like some,
No, we
some
just want
people
you to
don't
have
post for a
them.
safety
We
thing,
just
like
have
not to
them.
put it on the internet.
Yeah.
But if you're not putting anything in your bio about your children, that's a red flag to me.
Let me ask you this, and this is kind of funny. It just popped in my head. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
If somebody had an ugly kid, could you be like, no, I could be a stepmom for that kid?
No.
You don't ever look at it like that?
No, I would not. That's fucked up.
No, I don't do that, but I was wondering.
No,
like,
I would never. No.
I would never do that.
No.
I literally just thought about that. Nobody asked me that, but I was like, oh, what? Like, I'm going for it.
No, that's awful. That's so bad.
All right, what else do y'all have anything else or no?
I think I kind of nailed pretty much the top ones.
Yeah.
Let's hear yours, Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
Okay, do's and don'ts. Actually, it's don'ts on a dating app for women. Don't be masculine. Don't be doing masculine things like fishing. I don't give a fuck if you fish. I don't care how much you can lift.
Okay,
Don't do that shit.
So let me ask you this: if she
Hold on. Let me go through the list.
All right, go ahead.
Don't say things like, if you do this, swipe left. That screams toxicity. If you're a larger woman, own that shit. Do not try to hide your body with up-close face pics. You're not
We
fooling
do be doing
anybody.
that.
Neck up.
Our
Neck up.
from up here.
That's my.
Look, don't say things like, if you're
I
here
be
for an
doing
F buddy, swipe left and be half naked in your photos. That's fucking annoying, ladies. Don't do that shit. Be photo verified. Very important. Be photo verified. I will not fucking give you a second look if you're not photo verified. Put a real name. I don't want to see nothing. If you're a Mary, don't be putting your spitting kitten or some dumb shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like their stripper name.
Yeah. Don't take pics with your tongue out. That shit is fucking annoying.
Or like the fish face, like the duck face.
Yeah, the duck face, the
That's
tongue
what I
out,
meant.
all that. Don't have sunglasses on. We want to see your eyes. Don't have a friend in your pics that's hotter than you, especially in your main pic.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking misleading,
You
man.
causing
Yeah.
friction already.
Yeah.
They're gonna be hating on their friend that
Same
look
on
better.
dudes though. I hate when dudes do group pics. You're like, which one is it?
Yeah.
I hope it's this one.
And the
And then you
bonus.
keep
Which one?
scrolling, it's
Are
the
you
whole
that
time.
one? If you're that
Look.
one, then yes.
Look, and I gave a bonus. Don't have grainy pics. You have one job. Show initiative and put some good pics out there because you're trying to sell yourself.
Yeah.
That's true.
What do y'all
Dang, Jack,
think?
you thought about this hard.
Hell
didn't
yeah.
you?
So
Are you
can I
about to
make
go
a
on the
statement?
dating app?
Can I
I've
make
been
a
on a date
Been
now,
on the
bro.
dating app?
Can I make a statement to your first one? So, like, I'd rather see somebody posting pictures of them in the gym or fishing and stuff like that than pictures of them, like, at the bar or holding a beer.
Yeah, he said women.
I'm
He said
talking
but
about
I'm
women.
just saying, like, women, like, that resolves to women.
Jump. How do you feel if you see a woman on a date? If you're trying to date a woman and she's like on her pictures and she's like holding a big ass fucking marlin, or like
Wouldn't you rather her
deadlifting,
do that
or
than
deadlifting
pictures
like
of
150
I can
pounds.
see what he's saying. That
With
is
her
like
friends.
real aggressive. You just holding a big ass
Yeah.
fish. Like that's aggressive. It's
You know
real
what I'm
nasty.
saying? Like we don't like masculine things like that.
Now
Like,
the gym
wanna
part,
be
maybe you know what I'm
masculine.
saying. Like
So you don't want a woman that's
If you
like
look,
stronger
if
than
you want, look, no, if you want a guy, if you,
you
want
want
to
to be like the dominant one, pretty
yeah,
much.
all guys want to be the
So
masculine
just say
one
that
in the
you want a
relationship.
woman who's submissive at that
Yes.
point, for real.
Yes, 100%. Like we want, we are the masculine person. We are the masculine one in the relationship. We don't want y'all. We don't want a woman who's a fucking caveman. All right. Period. We don't want that shit.
Yeah.
So do y'all
I feel like
have
those are
any,
good.
Do y'all have any issues with any of the others? I hate the shit with the tongue out. I fucking hate that more
Like
than
what?
anything
What do you
in a-
mean? Like a?
Like where it's like, or it's like,
I just wanted to see him do it.
yeah. I hate that shit. Don't
How they-
fuck.
how they
It's
do it,
not
Jack?
cute. Then
How
you're-
they-
Duck faces. I hate
Yeah,
that
or the
too.
duck face. What's the duck face? Charlie used to do the duck face all the time.
That.
Don't fucking do that shit.
What
man.
about if? What about if they just do it with like their girlfriends and like a cute picture?
Fuck no. Swipe
No,
left.
if it's
No,
a-
we do that.
No, if it's a group picture, I think that's different.
Yeah,
But if
it's
you're posting
cute.
pictures like duck face, like
Guys
that's
do
kind of
not
an
want to
immature
see
thing.
that shit. We all think your friends look weird at
But
that
I
point.
think
We got
it's
some guys. They all got weird.
They kind of
ass
look like
friends. They ain't
butthole
fucking with them.
lips.
I kind of think it shows immaturity, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, man. We went over a little bit. Jump. I apologize. We're gonna end it now. Do y'all have any parting words? Look in that camera right there and tell a guy he can do to better himself and land a woman of your caliber. And Jess, after she does it, you do the same thing.
What a guy can do to better himself.
What a guy can do to get your attention.
Be super independent. I don't know, like.
Why do women not
Always
know what
have-
the fuck they
always
want, but they think they do?
man,
Always have
there's so much
goals.
dilemma between men and women, but they not.
Always
they-
have-
Always
Like,
have
you're
goals.
working
Like if you're living in your mom's basement, but you're saving up for a house.
Yeah.
Like you're always improving your life in some way. That's very attractive.
Yeah.
And it makes me want to even work hard too.
Yeah.
because you feed off of it.
Yeah,
I like
pretty
that.
much. Like you want to like push each other.
Yeah.
100%.
Love that.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything you want to plug, Mel?
Her
Instagram,
OnlyFans. I'm just
TikTok,
kidding.
any of that? You want to put it? You want to tell anybody how they can reach you out there?
Well, I have an Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. I have Snapchat, TikTok.
Tell them your fucking Instagram.
Oh,
Mel.
okay. So
Let me look mine
it's
up.
Melanie Renee, MELONIERENEA.
Sorry.
And TikTok, same thing.
Yeah, my TikTok is.
I'm
Plug
the only
that-
person that spells it with an O, so.
Plug that OnlyFans, Jess.
Oh, I don't. I'm retired. I'm a retired OF. But
Good for you.
yeah, my TikTok is Jessie with 3 S's, 2 I's _.
And if you find
Marie.
mine, you'll find her because we're on each other's TikToks.
Yeah.
Jess, you didn't know your TikTok by heart?
Huh?
You didn't know your TikTok by heart?
What?
You didn't know your TikTok by heart?
I don't know my
I
TikTok,
don't because
I do.
my TikTok and my Instagram are so similar, but there's
okay.
the numbers of the number of letters are different.
I got you, Jump, man. You got anything you want to plug, man? Tell people how they can reach you.
Non-subscribers, keep watching. Keep the podcast going up. We enjoy this every week. And that's it.
Sounds good, man. All right, and like I said earlier, if I did not get to your questions that you asked, put on the chat, I will definitely get to them next week. I apologize. We have limited time. Please remember to like and subscribe. Hit that what is it, the little thumbs up icon. Smash that
subscribe
motherfucker.
button.
Like that
it helps
shit.
us with the algorithm. It helps us
Share
grow.
that shit.
And thank y'all all so much who's been supporting us. Do the same thing. Spotify Podcast One, Apple Podcasts. We are out of here, guys.
Bye.
Great show.
Peace.